I might take a little bit off the top, and then they're going to go invest in something else. They're not necessarily going to take it off the top and go put it and hide it in their bunker, or you might find that some are doing so. And what's behind all of this? Well, I think it's pretty clear. 21% of all US dollars were printed in 2020. I mean, I had to repeat it to myself over and over and over again. And then I thought, no, that's impossible. It can't be possible. There's no way. But here you can see it. On the right side, it's just showing you MZM money stock in the US dollar in the trillions. And on the left-hand side, annual MZM money stock growth in the US dollar trillions. And given us this range from 1990 up until the present, and nothing even comes close. Absolutely nothing even comes close to what we're seeing today. The amount of money that's been pumped in either through different stimulus measures, all the different packages that they've put in, or from the Federal Reserve. And then look around the world. Look at what the ECB is doing, the BOJ and the PBOC and all of the other central banks have expanded their balance sheets. The governments are doing all that which they can at this point to make the conditions easier. And I will show that to you how easy financial conditions are today. And this to me is a huge shocker. Even the biggest bull in the entire world, Jim Cramer, is actually saying, quote, the most speculative environment he's ever seen. That should be something, that should be a warning flag. That should be, some lights going on and off and just blinking in people's heads, trying to make them wake up. Where is that? Where is the waking up process for people to realize that this is not normal? I don't care about where the stocks are going to go tomorrow. I don't care. I want people to acknowledge the fact that this is ridiculous. That's it. That's all. This is a circus. I'm losing the words to use to describe this garbage that we're seeing today. It is truly unfortunate how many people are getting sucked into this and they don't know when to sell. Look, the pros, they know when to sell. They've done the cycles because they've been there for 20, for 30 years. But the majority of the people who've been putting their money in 2019, 2020, and so on, these people are the retail traders who don't understand the cycles. Quote, where are the profit takers after these dizzying moves higher? And that's the question. You see that and you're supposed to take some off the top, you reap the rewards, and maybe you reinvest somewhere else, but that doesn't happen. The very wealthy people aren't necessarily buying.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakak Radash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, this is your brother Dawadah from the Men of Valor camp here in Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video in sincerity and in truth, and Lord willing, it can be edifying. And this is something that I just ran across, and something that I found very interesting, and it was basically going into this guy, the Money GPS, which he brings out a lot of good information, and going into how 21% of all U.S. dollars were printed in 2020, and that's a big deal, man. All right, and he brought up the chart. Let me see if I can go back to it. Yeah, he brought up the chart. All right, and you can see here, it's going back to like 1990, but before that, there wasn't a whole lot of printing because, back in the 20s, 1910s, 1800s and stuff, they dealt more with actual coins. And it's actually written in the Constitution that really only, silver and gold is supposed to be, an exchange payment, basically. All right, but they drafted in this Federal Reserve note so that they could basically keep all the wealth to themselves, because the true money, all right, and the scriptures back that up, is silver and gold. All right, these phony ass FRNs, these Federal Reserve notes, it's just funny money, man. You know, the only reason is it's a fiat currency, and fiat just means that, you know, it's what's accepted as payment. All right, so as long as people accept it as payment, then cool. All right, but what happens when these people don't accept this, or, you know, as far as the higher ups don't accept it as money, which is coming soon. All right, because they're trying to enact a digital currency, a digital system. All right, and you know where that's leading, you know, Revelations 13 and 16, you know, but let's lock it. But you know, this is where they're headed. But this is a big sign that they're about to do away with that dollar. All right, because the more you print this money, the lesser in value it becomes. All right, and you see by a big margin, all right, that in 2020, this year, they printed the most money. They've increased their balance sheet by about $8 or $9 trillion, man. All right, and we in November now. You know, they did it in way of these stimulus packages. They flooded the stock market with money, just printing money to, you know, out of thin air. All right, and then it's not backed by anything because it's no longer backed by gold. It was taken off the gold standard. Don't quote me on it, but I believe it's during the Reagan administration. I believe, you know, but I believe it was in like the 70s or 80s. It was taken off the gold standard. Nonetheless, the U.S. dollar is not backed by gold anymore. Okay. And as you can see, you know, if you've been paying attention, you know, to the brothers that might get into the financial side of, you know, this economy and whatnot, Bitcoin has been pretty much almost hitting all-time highs again. All right, it's around probably like $18,000 for a Bitcoin. All right, they're paving the way, all right, by decreasing the value of this currency and increasing the value of these digital currencies, you know, as well as gold and silver has been going up because the instability of the U.S. dollar. All right, so this is where we're headed. But once again, 21% of all U.S. dollars were printed in 2020, man. That's heavy. All right, that heavy hyperinflation is coming, man. But I want to get this in Job chapter 20 and verse 15. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Right, and who is that speaking about? It's speaking about Esau, Edom. All right, the so-called white race, who the earth is given into the hands of. All right. According to Job 9:24, they swallowed down these riches. They've had, you know, their blessing was the fatness of the earth and the dew from heaven. All right, they were given all the best dwelling places. They were in control of all these natural resources. All right, they're in the power seat right now, but the Lord is about to cast them out of it. You know, it says once again, verse 15, he hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. All right, so they think that they're about to prosper through this digital currency and whatnot. All right, the Lord is about to bring that down, man. All right, he's about to, man, hey, it's coming. All right, that hyperinflation is really here, man. All right, and soon all them FRNs, especially you silly niggas that like to flash your money, you know, spread the money on your arm and shit. That money's not, you're not gonna be able to wipe your ass with that money soon, man. All right, that's what's coming. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, that thick debt, all right, heavy debt, printing money, all right, and they're still doing it, trying to save this economy that the Most High clearly wants to come down. And the fact that they've been, you know, pumping up the stock market, they've been pumping up this economy with all this money to try to save Babylon the Great, America. All right, it's going to be to their demise, because when it falls, it's going to fall flat on its face. It's going to fall so hard that people aren't going to know how to handle it. You know, we're coming to the time now where America, Babylon the Great, is being wounded and is soon to be destroyed. All right, it's not that hammer of the whole earth anymore. All right, the weak is saying that they're strong. You know, hey, Trump, he's thinking about pulling some shit before he leaves office, which could keep him in office because, if they have to declare war, then, he stays in office. And they could very well pull that, man. They could very well. And best believe, man, things is about to start ramping up, man. This is Jeremiah 51 and verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. So they're trying to do all these things, that balm, all right, these stimulus packages, these debt relief programs. They're trying to do all of this to save America. But the Lord said, thou has, set a bound that they cannot pass. They're not going to be able to rule a second over their appointed time, man, because it's the Most High that setteth up kings and taketh down kings. And the Lord is in the midst. He's in the process of taking his king down. All right. This queendom, man. This wicked, perverse queendom. Verse 10, the Lord hath brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord of the Most High. Actually, I believe I skipped one. I'm going to read verse 8 again. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. All right, and it's going down, man. Lord willing, next year is the year. Let's get this. Let me get this. Revelations 18. And this, verse 4, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, that ye receive not of her plagues, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. Yes, the Lord, hey, everybody's about to celebrate this damn Thanksgiving. All right, which Lord willing, I can do another video on that, man. I ain't gonna lie, I've had a, kind of an emotional morning, the Lord said it's better, the wise man is in the house of mourning, and the house, and the fools are in the house of mirth. All right, they're about to come together and think they're about to be in good case. A lot of people are about to come in and they're about to eat. The Lord said he despised these feast days, man. And Lord willing, this is your last Thanksgiving, man. Lord willing. All right, because we're vexed being here. All right, it says, verse 5, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled to her double. The Lord is about to really give it to you. It's about to stick it to you Americans, man. You Edomites. Best believe how much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously. All right, going back to them being so rich, that blessing that the Lord blessed them with. All right, Yahweh blessed them with it when he was Isaac. If you have the spiritual eye to see that. It says, so much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. They don't believe they'll lose a war. They believe that their dominion shall last forever, man. All right, it says their inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue forever. All right. And it says, verse 8, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine. All right, famine is coming upon this place. Heavy famine, man. And she shall be utterly burned with fire, right? These countries are going to shoot off their nuclear missiles. 200 million ICBM nuclear missiles are going to obliterate this place. It says, for strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. All right, and I'm going to just stop right there, man. But 21% of all U.S. dollars were printed in 2020. Get ready for the ride, man. All right, we're in for a show. And we're going to see all these people, these faces, these joyful faces. All right, they're living it up right now. They're about to be turned into paleness, man. All right, they're about to be in straits. All right, with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wakakwadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Till the next time, I'm going to say Shalom.